Today is day 124 of our DIY Sprinter van build, and today's going to be a painting day. I already painted all of the cabinets here. Let me turn the light on so you guys can see, and I think it looks pretty amazing. This color that we chose. Let's get the lights plugged in. I don't have the light switch installed yet, but we can start working on that too. Now that we got everything painted, I can start drilling some holes to put the light switches, add a kitchen light here. But take a look at this. I added this layer of paint last night, and looks incredible, right? And today I'm going to work on painting the back area, the living area here. Turn this light on too. This wall here and this wall here, we're going to get that painted, and I'm also going to need to do the backsplash here. I ordered some stucco repair, a jug of it pre-mixed. I think that's going to look really cool. You guys will see. It's an acrylic base stucco repair material, obviously used to repair stucco on the exterior of houses or buildings, and I'm going to have like a nice layer here. So sounds weird, but I think it's going to look great. I'll show you guys when I receive that, probably sometime tomorrow. So I'll do that. And then once that's done, most of the van's paint and coloring are done, with the exception of all the trim work. I need to get all the paint done so that I can add the trim around, like this side. Also, I need to figure out what I'm doing yet. Maybe I'll do the stucco, maybe I'll do some wood paneling over here, and then we can add some trim around the windows and the windows in the back too. So let's get started with that. Let's get some painting done today. Let me set up my work area, turn up the heat a little bit. It's a little bit chilly today, and we'll get started. I'm just taking some time to prep the walls here. Like there's some pocket holes here. I got the pocket hole plugs. I'm just gonna plug it and sand it down real quick just to make it smooth, and then we'll start painting. Put a wood glue here. There are a few more up top that I gotta seal too. We're going to be going with sort of a white gray tone for the walls called Silver Feather. And we got this from Home Depot. Silver Feather. All right, let's get started. I forgot to remove this from the housing here. So I ended up going upstairs to help Rena out with Spencer. He didn't want to take a nap, so I had to put him down. And now he's sleeping. I'm back down. So let's continue painting. Part of this has already dried. Let me just finish the detail work on this side and then I can work on the other side. By the way, I really like how this color is looking dried. It's got a bit of blue tint to it, which is very similar to our cabinets. So it matches really well. I really like it. Let me sand down these plugs for the pocket holes and then we'll paint this side too. Probably use a sander. It's going to be a little bit messy if I do use one. But it'll look cleaner once it's sanded down. So let's go with it. Let's close the door so dust don't go all the way to the front of the van too. All right, here we go. A bit too rough, but it's nice and flat though. Oh, I can't do this side. God, this is blocking it. So I will have to just use hand on this side. All right. Time to do the second level. Gonna be tough. So tight, but it's not that much to paint, so let's finish this quickly. My arm is so tired from doing this. So tiring doing it like this. Not the best position to be painting. Oh, such a tight spot right here. It's good enough to sleep, but not ideal for working. Let's continue. And one last pass and I am done. Okay. All done. And luckily I didn't get any paint on the ceiling, on the bed. Just have to be super careful with that because once you get it on the wood, it's not going to come off. So yeah, looks good. It's really dark out. I am done for the day. I'm not going to raise the bed because I want it to dry. I don't want the side of the bed to be hitting it. So I'm going to call it, and it's already pitch dark out. It's almost dinner time, and we'll continue working on the van tomorrow. See you then. I'm going to be doing some wood cutting today. It stopped raining. It was raining all morning. And it looks like it's going to be rain tomorrow too, so let's get some work done. I want to be adding a bookshelf to the back of the van here. And by the way, the paint dried. Looks really good. There's going to be a shelf that's going to go along this wall here. I didn't do a perfect job down here because I know I was going to get covered up by the shelf anyway. There's going to be a small bookshelf and a area to open to put, like, I don't know, projectors or whatever we need, electronics, will get tucked away. That's where the power outlet is. So that's going to get hidden inside that bookshelf area. So let's work on that. Let's build that. Let's first get the measurement of the pieces that we need to cut. Actually, I have to kind of design it in my head, but how to assemble this thing, but let me just plan it out first. The design of it is actually going to be harder than the cuts themselves because I got to work around the bed rails here, the heater vent. So I got to find a way to make it so it's works well with these components here. So let me put some thoughts into it first. So this is sort of the design that I'm going for. There's going to be a storage box in the back here, and then there's going to be a small bookshelf in the front. And these are the two bed rails here. This is the heater vent. So sort of just mapped it out. So now I kind of have a good idea how to cut the boards, where to put the sideboards, how to get the lid, and now I just got to get the measurement. And at the end, it's going to look something like this. I got a good idea on the wood pieces that I need now. Let me just start with one thing at a time, and now I'll just keep building on it. So let me just start cutting some wood. I'm just gathering the last pieces of wood that we have from the build. A lot of these are just scrap wood, and so kind of use what I have rather than buy more wood. Got a bunch of these wood pieces here that I previously cut to build the bed rail, and I think they're just the right size, these bigger ones. So I think I'll be able to use these. This is sort of how the shelf will look like. I got the clamps on, so I can't push it all the way to the wall, but let's let that dry first, and then we can keep building it. Okay, I think I'm ready to get this shelf installed. I am really out of wood. I can't even do the lid here. I might need to buy an additional piece of plywood, but I'll decide later on. But let's get this thing installed first. Well, the bookshelf is somewhat installed, but I ran into a bit of a problem because I made this a little bit too tight, and this is causing this opening not to really fully open. So it's kind of stuck here. Still good access from the back though, but not as wide open as it was originally. But I think it's okay. I can either trim this and make this a little bit smaller, or just leave it as is. I might just leave it as is. This should be big enough to take whatever else I need from the back here. But okay, we're done for now. This is how it looks like. Got this bookshelf level here. And the back here, I still want to add a lid right on top. So you can just open and put stuff in here. Store a lot of things in here actually, and it doesn't really make the space that much smaller. It just adds a bit of a wall here, but it's going to be a useful space. Put maybe drink holder on top too. That's an option, but we'll leave that for another day when I have the wood for the lid. I should probably cut some dividers here too, since this is such a big shelf, so when we put books in, it's not going to slide around. Maybe we'll get like 3 dividers or something. Well, that's all I got done today, the bookshelf, and I'm going to continue working on the van obviously in the upcoming days, and I have a target to get this thing done in how many days? 4 days, or at least usable, because we got a upcoming overnight trip to take this van to, and I'll share with you guys what that is in a future video. So if you guys want to keep following our DIY Sprinter van build and our family of 4 soon to be back in this van, hit that subscribe button so they get notified when the new videos come out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so that it can spread to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.